Hello. Bear with us. We're just getting things logged in here, putting it out on our social media that we are alive.
Alive. Well, what else is there?
All right. Putting it on our Facebook. Make sure we're silent on the other computer. All right, you're there, and what the heck, we're gonna put on here that. Oh, come on! Why is it not wanting to do? Guess I hit the right button. Would be the
live
right
video. Okay.
All right, so now we got it posted on our Facebook and letting people know we're live. Hello. So it's been a couple weeks since we've done a video.
1 week, I think.
And I think since our last video has been 15 days. So we are, we've been busy with doing scouts and everything. So the last couple weekends, it was hot 80 degrees the one weekend. This past weekend, it was in the 50s, total opposites, nutsy cuckoo weather. So, and we camped in both. So, but
4 seasons in just 2 weeks.
Pretty much, yeah. So, but we're back. And we've really been wanting to discuss a recent trip we took just before we got really busy with scouting for the past couple weeks. We did a spontaneous trip, and it was spontaneous, need to say. I mean, for us, spontaneous was like,
boom, we're going in right now.
Well, not so much that. It was like
week notice.
2 weeks. It was about 2 weeks notice.
Oh, okay.
And so we kind of wanted to talk about it because it was a fun trip. We did it, as you see in the description of this live stream.
50 hours.
We went from Virginia,
30 minutes, yeah,
to the Orlando area in Florida and back in 50 hours and 30 minutes. I didn't have the 30 minutes, but 5 hours and about 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So we left Friday evening at just around 7 and came back Sunday night at 9:30. So
yes.
50 hours, roughly 30 minutes, give or take a few. So we want to talk about, first of all, just, being able to do this.
Exactly.
So this time we decided, with our vehicles being high mileage, we decided, hey, let's look into a rental car. So we rented a vehicle from Enterprise. In no way, again, I am going to endorse them, but that's who we went through. I think we've only ever rented one car before, and of course it was through Enterprise. And so this, that's been some years since we've rented a vehicle. So
I don't even remember it. That's how far.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah. So we rented a Dodge Caravan, just like what we have. So, because we knew it was good mileage and everything. So we rented the Dodge van, set everything up in the van the way we like it.
And left.
And yeah. We literally picked it up Friday morning when Christy went to work, and Yeah. So we leaving at 7 o'clock at night. This is how we like to go to when we go to Florida, to Disney, or anywhere in the Orlando area. We like to drive at night. I work mid shift at my job, so I'm used to being up at night.
And
There's
plus, you don't have crazies on the road.
That's that too. You don't have the semi trucks. You have hardly any traffic.
Yeah.
So we usually leave about 7. Sometimes we leave a little bit earlier, about 5, and it's roughly 10 hours and 50 minutes by what the GPS tells us. We drive straight down 95, hit I-4 right into Disney or into the Kissimmee area.
Yeah.
So we, leaving at 7. By time it hit about 9 o'clock, we were pretty much
middle of North Carolina.
It's roughly from where we live to the Virginia border. It's roughly an hour.
Yeah. And by this time,
2.5 hours, give or take, to the South Carolina border.
By this time, I was asleep. My brothers were asleep, so we had no clue.
Yeah, and that's the best thing about traveling at night. The boys are sleeping. Chrissy tries to sleep, but she doesn't. She stays up to try to keep me awake. So we like I said, probably about 9:30. We get down to right to South Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina border, which is right where south of the border is. Tourist trap, as everybody calls on the eastern seacoast. But for us, it's like, there's, all right, we're roughly 3.5 hours in.
It's like a landmark for us when we know we're going the right way.
Yeah, it looks nice at night when it's lit up and everything. But we've never stopped there.
No.
Maybe we may go down one time just so we can do a video and show you south of the border. But anyways,
yeah.
So we can get down to with a Dodge Caravan. I can with a full tank before we leave down, I can usually hit what is it Richland, South Carolina. Maybe depending on how I'm really doing on gas, I can get into Georgia, into Pooler, which when we went down in August and did our SeaWorld and Skyliner videos, which go to our YouTube channel and check that out. Which, by the way, those videos are doing fantastic. So
already hit 100.
Yeah, if you've watched it, thank you.
In a month.
Yeah, it's it's been great. So we filled up, which roughly a little over 400 miles within that Dodge Caravan for a tank. To me, that's great. And then pretty much once we fill up, rest away all the way through. Because we left at 7. We were going to be getting into the Orlando area, roughly about 6:30, which we were pretty much right on. But when we stopped in, what we always do, we always stop in Florida's Welcome Center. Got to get a picture, that selfie picture in front of with the Florida sign behind you, and which I posted the picture to Instagram, and if you don't follow us on Instagram, it's DS Attractions Review. So so we actually stopped for about an hour. I took about an hour power nap because we're roughly 2.5 hours. By the time we hit the Florida Welcome Center or Florida, we're 2.5 hours. So, so after the power nap, we got down there and we actually, instead of going right to where we were actually originally going down for, we actually stopped at the Pop Century Resort.
And by this time, we were all already awake.
Yeah, the boys were awake.
We woke up right as we entered the front gate.
Yeah, which our my 5-year-old Blake sees that, welcome to Disney World, and just gets excited, pretty much just as much as I do.
Pretty much everyone.
Yeah, and so we got down there. We stopped at Pop Century. I had a coworker and his wife down there, and they were actually flying back that day. Wasn't supposed to be late till later. They were actually going to meet us at our final destination, but due to the airlines changing their flight, they actually had to leave early afternoon. So we met them at the Pop Century to, good coworker, and offered to bring some of their luggage, drive some of their luggage back up, since it's never easy to get a bunch of luggage through the airport. Let's just face it. So picked up their luggage, and then we went to breakfast, because we were going to have breakfast at Pop Century, but with their mobile ordering, it was just crowded. So we decided, no, we're gonna go get breakfast. We went to the brand new renovated McDonald's just outside the All-Star Resorts,
and it is big.
It is. It's
what is it, like the first eco-friendly?
I think it's like the most eco-friendly McDonald's. I mean, this thing's got solar panels the entire roof.
And speaking of friendly, the people that work there, that's probably the first time I've ever seen a McDonald's worker that actually loved their job.
Yeah, I mean, the lady. So that McDonald's, both employees that we dealt with, one at the window to where we paid for the food, and then the second window we go into, the employees were just. It was mesmerizing. Granted, yes, we're on the Disney property, everything's magical, but they work at McDonald's.
Exactly.
I mean, here in Virginia, we don't see that happiness. Okay. So kudos to those employees. That was, by far, it was just like, hey, all right, this is the way our day is going to go.
Yeah.
So we got our breakfast and we headed to our destination. Now, here's the only reason we went down: to go shopping.
Yeah.
We went
shopping.
Shopping. Now, it's probably kind of weird to hear,
this is probably the most tourist thing you've ever heard.
Exactly. Yeah. We definitely were tourists on this. So Disney has a couple stores just outside of the Disney property, one at the outlets at Vineland and the outlets at iDrive, just a short drive to Universal, called the Character Warehouse. Now, the Character Warehouse is a
clearance store.
Yeah, that's
liquidation.
I mean, you got your Disney store outlets in different places. No, this is a
Disney clearance
store. So, I mean, when I'm talking about clearance, there's items there that would usually cost $10-15. You can get for $3.
A shirt at Disney, it would cost probably $50. There, it probably costs $10.
Yeah. So a lot of the merchandise is it's a lot of merchandise that maybe just didn't sell well, and they had an overabundance of merchandise. They had items that are dated.
Yeah.
They were selling 2019 items. I think we did see some 2020.
You saw like ornaments. Like I saw like a couple of ornaments there, but that's probably the only thing 2020 really.
Yeah.
We also found like New Year's glasses that lit up.
Oh yeah, they were selling the glasses that they sell for New Year's that light up, and I'm like, well, that's kind of be funny just to get those glasses just to have. So, how does the Character Warehouse work? Now, you can go all over YouTube and just basically go and type, do a search for Disney's Character Warehouse, and there are plenty of YouTubers.
I'm pretty sure the whole thing about people going to Character Warehouse started about like 2 years ago.
Yeah. We've watched The Lingerers. There's Tim Tracker. I think Super Enthused goes there. I don't think I've ever seen the Daily Wugo, but
Tip of the Ear.
Tip of the Ears, which we actually saw Tip of the Ears there doing a video that day. So it was, we didn't really, it was neat to say, hi to him. Hey, we really enjoy your videos. But, YouTube, big time YouTubers, and we are by far no big time YouTubers, maybe one day. So we, he actually got behind us. We actually saw him. He was videoing everything. So it's funny. We actually watched this video and it was like, oh, we were right there and we were right there.
We were in front of him. We were behind him.
Yeah. And in line, he actually was behind us. And that's when we said something to him. Very nice gentleman. Mm-hmm. So, go check a lot of those YouTubers out that have those. I think the ones that you're seeing the most come out is from the Lingerers. That seems like every weekend they are there. Tim Tracker has not been there yet this year, except for maybe back in January, February. But when you're looking, I think right now, as the most recent of what merchandise they have, the Lingerers and Tip of the Ears, which don't think Tip of the Ears is going to do a video.
Someone posted today, so I don't know.
Yeah, there was actually a video posted today. I think it may have been the Lingerers, but nonetheless, go do a search, Character Warehouse, and it's run by Disney. They are cast members in there, and so kind of wanted to show you some of the stuff that we got.
Now we did go to the two locations.
Yeah, so wanted to kind of show you some of the stuff and tell you some of the prices that we paid. So you do find Mickey ears. Original price for this is $24.99. Paid $5 for this. I love Dole Whips, so it was just made sense that we get this.
I got a couple of things.
We're gonna take turns.
Yeah, one of the things I liked getting was this water bottle. That I think it was like $15-$20 in like Disney.
Mm-hmm.
This was probably $7.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it is when you're filling up your water, it says, "Ladies and gentlemen, there it is, the backside of water."
Yeah.
There's a glare.
So,
but yeah.
Yeah. So when there's water and everything, we all know on the Jungle Cruise.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the backside of water.
That was really cool, and so he got that. Of course, me, I love my pins. So yeah, trying to see some of these. I've taken them out of the packaging. Yeah, so some of them. So okay. Now don't the top ones and this pin I had already. So these pins, all right, so original price for them
probably $20.
$16.
16
each for these two pins. I believe so. It's both 16.
Of course, they're like
can't see the other one, but
grand opening of Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, grand opening. The one has a moving Millennium Falcon saying Star Wars Galaxy's Edge landing 2019. So these are dated pins. The other one, same thing, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge landing. This one's of BB-8 with Millennium Falcon in it.
Landing.
$16 each, $5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do the math, 16 to 16, and then compare it to like basically $4.99.
Yeah.
These limited edition Droid Depot, unfortunately, I don't see the price on them.
Say $10.
No, I don't even. These are limited edition. They probably were probably the same thing, about 16. $18. You know, as typical, limited edition pins that you would find. Again, I think I paid $4.99 for those.
Yeah.
So.
Well, how much is this one? Because you got that one before Galaxy's Edge.
I paid $17.99 for the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Which
pin.
He got that before, I think 2 days before it at Galaxy's Edge in Walt Disney World actually opened.
Yeah, which still sucks to this day that we were that close to being there for opening day.
We left the day before.
All right, so I've still got a couple more pins, but what else?
I put it out of the box, but for all of you to know, I like Funko Pops. I collect them. I have I have half of my room is full of them.
It is.
And of course, I had to get this one. The Disneyland exclusive only Matterhorn bobsled with the Abominable Snowman.
I got one too.
This one in Disneyland, around the bigger pops, they're $40. We got this one for $20.
So basically, we bought two for the price of one. And I myself also took mine out of the box too.
There's no one like it. I like this. I keep a lot of my all of my pops in the box, but this is just too cool to just keep in the box. So I just took it out.
Yeah. And we also each because again we've been watching YouTubers, and they were showing that they had a plethora of this one pop.
And this redhead. The pirate.
Yeah, Red from Pirates of the Caribbean: The Ride. This is not the wench of
the pirate.
This is the pirate Red. And although I'm not a huge fan of this new one, I like the old school. I don't like the. It's still cool.
Yeah.
But I like the.
Now, when this came out first in Disney World, and I think it came out in Disneyland, it was probably $25 when you got it. We got her for $7 or $8.
Yeah, about that. So again, basically for the price of one, we got two. So again, I got more pins. You couldn't pass up pins. These are the Knights of Ren pins cassette. Again, I think I paid 10.
I think so.
Maybe 10, $12.
That's probably
for
this. $30 set just at Disney if it was there.
At least 25 for this entire set. Because it's got all the Knights of Ren in it. So, and then this right here, it was just something I just happened to see at the Character Warehouse at Vineland. So, got that again, very awesome price.
Now,
also picked up, a couple of the mystery pin sets. These two are two different mystery pin sets. Unfortunately, let's see.
Can you get it?
I can't get it, but and then I got this one too. This has got Kylo Ren's ship in it. Basically, for what I paid for these pins, at Disney, I probably would have only been able to get maybe 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
But and again, you got shirts.
The coolest thing about the Disney Character Warehouse is you can get stuff from Disneyland. You can get stuff from the cruise line, Walt Disney World, especially Hong Kong and Shanghai. The coolest thing we ever got at Character Warehouse, at least 2 years ago, was a blue lanyard from the grand opening of Shanghai Disney.
Yeah.
For $1.
Yep. 99 cents.
And
so not even $1. That's of course without taxes. And this is something else that we've gotten at Character Warehouse in previous trips. Animal Kingdom had this pin quest that you did at this one's the Magic Kingdom Park. So
is it?
Yeah, but Animal Kingdom had one as well. But it was really cool. And again, I paid $1.99 for this. Yeah.
And I've probably seen like the grand opening Shanghai lanyard for, I think the highest I saw it for was 400, just for the lanyard. On like eBay or something.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's
maybe
probably
eBay,
the highest thing
I don't
I've seen. But
when I look up and see what prices are on eBay,
I don't know.
Those are inflated. But so yeah, so again, there's 2 locations, and we got to we started out at the Vineland Character Warehouse,
which is the most popular.
It is the most popular. It is bigger than the iDrive. The iDrive is smaller, a little bit more cramped. So we got there. It was opening at 11. We got there at 8 after we picked up breakfast. Went right to Vineland, sat, ate, and then Wesley and I walked over and got in line. At 8 o'clock, there was already people in line to get into the virtual queue.
Yeah.
Probably about, I'm gonna say about 50 people ahead of us in different, in groups and stuff. But yeah, so start at about 10 o'clock or a little bit after, cast members came out and started filling up the virtual queue. Now, how does the virtual queue work? When you get to the Character Warehouse, or either one, you get there, you tell them, I want to get in the virtual queue. You give them your phone number. You will receive a text message saying you have been added to the virtual queue. You will receive a second text message once it is time for you to come in. After that, you can go walk around and everything. You don't really want to
go too far.
I think someone said you got about 30 minutes to get back.
Yeah. So a fast pass.
It's like a fast pass. So we got in. We just kind of, Chrissy went and got drinks for us while we waited. At 11 o'clock, the first few people got their text messages. They went around to the other doors. They got in line, and they started shopping.
Yeah.
We got our text probably about 15, 20 minutes after it opened. So we went around, got in, and of course we had, because there was 5 of us, we had to wait until 5 people left.
Yeah.
Went in there, grabbed each, I think we had 2 baskets. We kind of had an idea of where we were going because we knew we were getting the red pop, the Matterhorn pop. But then it was just kind of like walk around and see what else is left. We getting? And
we came out with a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So and here's the great thing about, because they're not letting a plethora amount of people in, because we have been in the Character Warehouse and it has been crazy crowded.
It's to the point where I got overwhelmed, and that's pretty hard to do.
Yeah. So when you're in there, you don't have the store to yourself. There's probably 3-4 other groups in there. Well, there's more than that, because you got the people in line. But you feel like you're not bumping into everybody and stuff. So it was an enjoyable experience. Yeah. We were in and out. Let's see, we got in about 11:20. We were out by 11:40, 11:45. Now, once we did that, we went to our van and trekked. We just, instead of jumping on I-4, which I should have, I decided to go up International Drive. It's, going up International Drive, if you never have, it's a nice drive because there's so much on International Drive.
Fly, the Wonder thing.
Yeah,
the convention centers, the 2 of them.
Yeah, which there's a little story background in our family, because my dad, being a fire test engineer for Owens Corning, he got to help sign off on a lot of the fire codes. Yeah. So I remember going down a couple times as a family, but he was for business. So we, drove by SeaWorld, all the other attractions down here, which there is a Facebook page that What are you looking up?
I don't know. See how Facebook's going.
Oh.
I don't know.
So we so yeah.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
So yeah, so we get to the iDrive outlet. iDrive outlet, I'm going to tell you this: parking is cutthroat.
It sucks.
Yeah. I had an idea where I was going because we've been to that once before back in 2017. That parking lot. Now, don't get me wrong. Vineland at the Vineland outlets are horrible too. They have a lot of free parking,
but it's not as bad.
But they do have a parking garage that you do have to pay to get in. I think it's like $20 to park. Sometimes that $20 pays off. Of course, it's undercover, so if it's raining, you get what I get.
Yeah.
So we finally find a parking spot. Of course, now we've got to go get to the Character Warehouse
and try to find it because we have never
been there. I had an idea. I remembered slightly where it was, but
it's pretty much where the Vineland is because they're both by food courts. Like very close.
Yeah. So we got in the virtual queue. I got my text message saying, "Hey, congratulations, you're in the virtual queue. You're waiting for your second text. Come back." We went walking around. What was that store we went into? The Lindt store.
Chocolate, not close. Not that Lindt chocolate. Probably the best chocolate in the world. My opinion.
His opinion.
Fact.
So, anyways, we finally got our second our text. We head down there, checked in, got in the line. And of course, come to find out, the manager of the store happened to be from a town about less than 30 minutes of a drive. Our football teams were rivals.
Oh, okay.
I'm originally from Ohio, and he was from a town not too far, and our football teams were rivals. When I said, "Hey," and I mentioned his city, he just looked at me baffled, like, and I told him, I was like, "Oh, I'm from here. Born and raised from here." We started talking and everything. Yeah, he's been working for the Disney company for 18 years. Him and his wife, they moved down here after they lost their job. And just a great guy. So we finally went in. We did our shopping. Got a few other things. Yeah, it's where he found the bottle. I found some nice Star Wars sweats. So again, if you don't know, I don't like Star Wars. You're not paying attention to my background.
You don't like Star Wars? Can't tell.
What? Yeah. Wait until I show you my popcorn bucket that I got from my coworker. Oh. So, yeah, and wasn't expecting it. We were checking out, and the general manager gave us some Disney magic and gave me a discount, which was beyond grateful. Really, really appreciate. But after that, it was. I think we were finally done.
Probably almost 1.
It was about 1 o'clock. Yeah. So we decided to go check into the hotel, which we stayed at the Wyndham, at one of the Disney Springs hotels. Now, we have stayed at the Wyndham
a bunch of times. Even the SeaWorld trip, that's where we stayed.
Yeah.
You got to watch that.
The Wyndham has basically 2 hotels in one. You have the Wyndham Garden Suites, which are the wings, which is sunrise and sunset. Those are basically value priced rooms.
All-star.
They were, and those were very nice. They had just, we stayed in one of the brand new renovated rooms. Very, very nice.
Oh, yeah.
So this time, because we've stayed I'm on the Wyndham's rewards. I used some points, and upgraded us, thanks to the points, to the Wyndham Lake Buena Vista, which is the tower. So I think we got put on the 7th floor,
13th. No, not 13th.
10th.
10th. Yeah.
Yeah, 10th floor. Which, not. Let me be honest. Staying in the tower, you've stayed in the Garden Suites, and then you got the tower. Other than being higher up and maybe getting a good view, the Garden Suites I think is better. I like the rooms. We were still able to fit a cot in the tower, but
it's so squished. It's so small.
I feel like there's this. I think I like the Garden Suites better, especially the renovated rooms. Again, maybe that's my opinion. If you ever stayed at the Lake Buena Vista, let us know in the comments what you thought of it. But I think we're more the Lake Buena Vista Garden or the Wyndham Garden Suites.
I mean, the cool thing about the tower is you can see any of the parks. It's like the Disney
if you get a park view. Yeah. If you get a park view.
Now we could see I could see like the Dr. Doom's free fall tower.
No. We saw the tower at SeaWorld.
Yeah.
So we could see SeaWorld from where we were.
Yeah.
But again, I'm tiny. Luckily I used points. So for one night with using points, we only paid like $72. Then of course the fees and everything, which was ended up being like $120. So would rather pay for the Garden Suites. I just think it's easier to get in and out of those hotel rooms. So, but still nice. We definitely that's definitely our go-to hotel.
The only thing that sucks is no buses. Well, they did have a bus before all COVID happened to ticket and transportation.
Yeah. So now I have stayed at the Holiday Inn years and years and years ago. I've stayed at the Hilton right across the street from it, which was not open. I think it's the Hilton now, Lake Buena Vista. I have stayed at that.
The Disney
now resort. Now the Hilton that's across the street from the Wyndham and the Wyndham both are. I mean, you literally walk out of the hotels, bam! You walk right across the bridge and the walking bridge, and you're in Disney Springs. Yeah. I think that's why it's one reason we like the Wyndham is staying. It's such proximity to Disney Springs, and bam! You walk out, boom, right there's. So. Hop, skip, and jump. So we decided to head over to Disney Springs.
More crowded this time.
Yeah, a lot more crowded. When we were there in August, it wasn't bad. When we were there in August,
certain areas, but it wasn't bad as this time.
Yeah. Of course, Florida had just announced they went into basically the governor. Basically, the government was like, hey, we're open for business. Now, Disney and, of course, Universal and SeaWorld basically can't come out saying, if you come on our property, you will still follow our procedures.
SeaWorld has procedures?
Okay, yeah. If you watched our home vlog review on SeaWorld, you know where we're getting at. But, of course, Disney and Universal has some very strict mask policies. Mm-hmm. No neck gaiters, no masks with vents, no bandanas. Basically, it's got to be
to a point where Darth Vader and Kylo Ren aren't able to.
It's got to be a mask like this that goes around your ears. Yeah, that's right. I haven't opened this one. I'm not sure if I'll ever open this one. It's It's kind of like a
special place in that.
yeah, it's a special place. The Halloween Horror Nights that never happened.
Wow.
Well, okay, it not the Halloween Horror Nights that we know.
Still has houses, still has
Which
the food.
I would love. They opened a Beetlejuice house this weekend.
They did?
Yeah, that would have been awesome. That one.
After YouTube.
Yeah, I would take. Yeah, I would definitely would love to go through that one. So we went down to Disney Springs, and they actually had a sign that said, "If you do not follow procedures, don't wear a mask, you will be asked to leave." Well, we were wearing a mask. We get down there again, a lot more crowded. Now, going into the stores and restaurants, they are limited capacity. So, we walked around, and we went to a place I've eaten before back in 2000, but Christy and the boys not eating here. We went to the House of Blues.
Oh my gosh, so good.
So yeah,
is there one nearby?
First of all, our waitress, I'm sorry, it's been a couple weeks. I forget your name. She was fabulous. It was like she knew that we looked tired and thirsty. We just drank water. She kept bringing us water, and we were chugging that thing down.
To the point where I think she went by and was like, "Water, yes,
yeah,
okay."
So the service was amazing. Love the atmosphere. It was interesting. The boys. We were looking up on the ceiling. They have
different blues players.
Musicians who could be constituted as blues, which I told them, I explained to the boys that, when you look at the music of blues.
And they only played blues music, but there were a lot,
but they were playing music that
had blues beats.
But, and I told you, almost all types of music originally originated from blues.
Yeah. Like we heard Believer from Magic Dragons. We didn't know what that was.
But the food, we had this, what was it? A brisket, nachos. So good.
I didn't eat anything because I was waiting for the burger.
Yeah, I had the jambalaya, which if you've now had their jambalaya, it's got a kick. But I'll tell you one thing, it was worth it. The sausage in it was great.
She said a lot of the stuff they serve there is Cajun based, which is a seasoning that is spicy.
Yeah. What did you have?
I had the Impossible Burger, which, if you don't know, is really a vegetarian burger. It's like no meat, but the patty it had on it tastes exactly like there was meat on there. But it was so good. I think the closest we can get to an Impossible Burger is Burger King.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of Impossible Burgers. I didn't try it, so of course Wesley had a bacon cheeseburger. Usually I would get the bacon cheeseburger too, but the jambalaya just sounded really good. I forget what your mom had.
Let her ask her.
No, I can't remember what she had, but it was like something she can dip into some different barbecue sauces.
Oh, it was like I think it was like something fries. It was like loaded fries.
Oh yeah. I think it was. It was because she got it off the appetizers.
Mm-hmm.
But again, just amazing food.
Service too.
Yeah, the waitress, she was fantastic. Would hope to get her again. So after we got done eating, we started walking back towards the hotel. We did go into World of Disney. We did go into Legos, the Lego store.
We got a few Halloween stuff.
I got a couple stuff there. But then we went to World of Disney. Of course, you had queue to get into World of Disney, which was a lot longer this time.
It was all the way through, what was that building that we were standing by? Sorry. It was that was near Bison? It was something called Basin.
No, we were kind of behind the Ghirardelli store and everything. And so the only reason we went in there was to look for a stuffed animal for a coworker who him and his wife are expecting. We were doing a diaper cake for. So, yeah, found the which we ended up getting Angel, Stitch's girlfriend.
We don't know that though.
Huh?
We don't know that though.
It's his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, always, yeah. Angel,
Cousin.
no, it's his girlfriend.
Okay.
Put in the comments below. Do you think it's girlfriend or cousin? I say it's his girlfriend. Stitch says girlfriend.
All he said was hi.
Anyways, that's my pathetic Stitch impression. So after we got done with that, the last time we were we went into the dollar. Well, I'm sorry, we went to the pin store. The only thing, I went to the pin store and came out with mini ears. Got Chrissy the wine red mini ears. So
they had like Mandalorian Funko Pops. I'm surprised you didn't get like any of those.
I thought about it. They'll be at the Character Warehouse eventually.
Probably so.
As soon as I see them, we're going back down.
December.
They won't be in that quick.
You don't know.
But yeah, went into there, and then of course we let again for our coworker went into the Goofy candy store, got candy for him and his family. I did shopping for coworkers.
Yeah.
But they're huge Disney fans too. So we after we did the World of Disney, exactly, we had dessert.
And if you don't know, if you're not like following, like I don't know, I'm pretty sure I only saw it from Disney Springs Instagram where it was Dole Whip nachos in the Disney Springs Marketplace snack stand, which is probably right outside of World of Disney.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
well, it's okay. Almost right across from the co-op.
Yeah. So it's in the area where you see the stage, World of Disney, in co-op, and it was really good. It had like, of course, pineapple, Dole Whip, ice cream, like poppers that taste like pineapple.
There was actually chunks of pineapple. Yeah, pineapple. And then, that was a shocker. I was not expecting the chunks.
And then they had their like chips were waffle cone, spring waffle cone pieces.
Yeah, it's like flattened out pieces of waffle cone.
Yeah.
That it was good. We didn't quite eat it all because I think we were all still.
We ate it all
for the most part. I mean, we did a good number on it. We were all still pretty full. But then after that, we headed back to the hotel. Of course, it's been a long day. I hadn't slept since the day before. We had told the boys, probably go swimming and everything, but there was just not enough.
It was like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, and their pool closed. Yeah, their pool closed at 8. I mean, for what, for a full day, we did a lot actually. 2 character warehouses with the virtual queues.
Almost an hour talk.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good trip. Of course, then next morning, Sunday, we started the trek back. Again, we got on the road right about 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Of course, we got in about 9:30 because we did stop, pick up some lunch, and now we did eat on the as we go, but caught some rain, or did we? No, that was August trip when we caught some major rain.
No, I think we did get in traffic.
Yeah, we caught rain in North Carolina, but other than that, I mean, it was a
peaceful. No,
it was
quick, spontaneous trip.
Quick, spontaneous. It was a lot of fun, and I think we would do it again. That's just it. I think we would do it again.
Let's see if we can do a 24-hour.
No. I don't think
we only have 4 hours in Disney.
I couldn't do a 24-hour trip.
No, up, 4 hours in Disney, back.
I don't know, but
okay, 30 hours.
Yeah, but like I said, if you ever get a chance to go to Character Warehouse, when you're down at if you're in the Orlando area, whether you're going to Universal, SeaWorld, Disney, you always want to stop at the Character Warehouse. I tell you, you will find out that I can do all my souvenir shopping at Character Warehouse.
But the thing that sucks for tourists is if you park at the Disney resorts or you fly and you don't feel like going out, there's no way you can go.
Yeah, if you fly or come in by train, you'll have to Uber it. Of course, if you drive down, my suggestion is before you go to the resorts, before you start your trip, go to the Character Warehouse first. Mm-hmm. Check out what's in there. Again, you're going to find
about like 40 minutes.
You're going to find a lot of merchandise. They've got Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique dresses a lot of times in there. Plethora of shirts. Now, we'll say this. Not a really good assortment of sizes a lot of times. It's just luck of the draw. Yeah. Finding ears.
Finding these ears. I found them first, and this is probably the only good one because all the rest of them didn't have the umbrella.
Yeah. When we were down in August, Chrissy wanted those the ears that look like the Mickey ice cream ears or Miss Mickey ice cream bars with a bite out of it. We looked all over people, and we were in line, and I had told Tim West, go around and see what next you know they find a pair.
Let me tell the story.
Okay.
From our perspective. So mom and dad and
be nice.
So they were already in line, me and Wesley. We're asked politely. No, that sounds bad. Okay, we were told to go find these ears that my mom wanted. And we found the area where they were supposed to. We went to the back. They were in the front. We went to the back and then came. What was it? And then came back to where it was. There was one pair left, but this lady was right there, picked it up, looked at it, and the whole time me and my brother were like, please put it down. Please put it down. She puts it down, and she probably walked a foot away, and we darted.
I think that's kind of the fun thing about Character Warehouse. You go in there.
It's like Black Friday.
Yeah. You don't know what really you're going to find in there. Now, thanks to YouTubers that live down there and do videos, you can get an idea. Like, we kind of had an idea what we were going to find. I had found those mini ceramic tea sets that my mom likes. I ended up getting her like, I think 3 of them now.
Yeah, Peter Pan, Snow White, and
Frozen. No, there was a Pirates one too.
Oh yeah, that too.
Pirates of the Caribbean. So 4. So yeah, so you go in there, you're gonna lucky to draw. Not last August, but the following August, we went down.
Pandora just opened.
Yeah,
that year.
Pandora had been open. The boys had wanted Banshees. Well, I'm not
trying to go find mine real quick.
See if you can find it. Don't take too long, because remember we're live.
Actually, just what's the last one? Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, why he's getting that, Pandora had just opened up. Well, all of a sudden, and just about the week before, we had started seeing YouTubers showing that.
Actually,
if you're going to talk, come over here because
we took a trip like probably a year before, and that's when Pandora opened. Year after, when we were in Pandora. Well, when did we go on that Christmas trip?
2017.
2 years ago. So 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
Okay. 2018.
So we took a big trip in 2018, and we went to Animal Kingdom, went to Pandora. Highly suggested. Flight of Passage, probably one of my favorite rides now.
Mm-hmm.
We go into their like big gift shop where like you can find the banshees, the pet banshees, and they were like 60.
They're not cheap.
Yeah, I mean, me and my brothers played with a couple of them, and then we asked if we could get one. They're too expensive. 70.
Especially if you're gonna buy 3 of them.
I think so, yeah. And then we left that year. Don't think we ever thought we were gonna get one until a year later. My dad told us that there are banshees at the Character Warehouse.
Now, these are the banshees. These are the original banshees because they've come out with new colors and everything. These were the original banshees that they came out with, and we picked them up for $10. $10.
$10.
Basically, $30 for 3. Okay. Now, here's the funny part. That same year, that same week, coworker of mine down with his family.
Oh yeah, we went during like Not So Scary.
Yeah, for making things Not So Scary. So we get 3 for 30. He goes into Animal Kingdom and buys one, and then of course I find out about them. Like, you should have told me. I would have told you. Go to Character Warehouse and pick up a banshee. May not be the color.
No, there was like yellow and blue.
Yeah.
Or like I think it was. Like
I think each one of you got. I think you each got a different color.
No, I think Wesley like got the same one, and I got the different yellow one.
Yeah, and they went fast. I mean, that was the big ticket item that everybody was going for.
And it was like 2 per customer.
Yeah. So it's stuff like this. Like I said, you may see it in the park. Say this year, you might find it in the next year or so at the Character Warehouse for a lot cheaper. So again, highly suggest going there. Like I said, fun trip, long, very long 50 hours, but we'll do it again. I guarantee you, we will do it again. In fact, we've already been talking about doing it again.
Probably 120 hours, which is 4 days.
Yeah, I kind of like the short ones, but
really?
Anyways,
why?
I don't know. It was just fun. Drive down, back. So, but with that being said, I think we're done.
Are we though?
Well, not really, but if you enjoyed listening to us, or if you've seen some of our other videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Thanks for listening
to
the notification.
Yeah, this is kind of like, what we like to do.
Weekly rants.
Our weekly rants. Again, sorry we hadn't been on for a couple weeks because we're in the Boy Scouts, so all 3 boys are in. It's that time of year where we're busy. I know tomorrow we're planning on going to a Civil War museum to do a video. So, pay attention to that. That one's going to be coming out probably if not
3 hours later.
It seems to be when I do our videos, but if it doesn't come out tomorrow, it'll be out the next day on Election Day. So if you want something good to watch our video. But again, thanks for watching. With that being said, we are done, and this review is over. Catch you next time.
Bye.
See you guys.